Now a brief discussion on the roadmap ahead for this year. So, as explained in the last webinar, we identified a list of features that you would like. Part of them have been implemented already in this 5.5. These are merge of TL drafts, offline TL signing, filtering in the tree view, testing of signing certificate and checks related to trusted list sequence. There are still 3 features to be implemented, and that will be the purpose of the next version of TL Manager. So templates, for instance, for any type of service, but a person was mentioning certificate for website authentication. Another feature is the management of qualification extension. Qualification extension are machine processable extension that are very important for the working of the content of a trusted list, and so we propose to bring a helper on that, both in the edition of the extension, but also in the testing of the extension. And last, also taken over by, again, this is a machine, can be at least machine processable, but the declaration is taken over by is very important, and we propose also to help the edition on that. Okay, so all in all, we are here in 2019. 5.1 will be delivered Q1. We expect February with the features we have presented today, and 5.6 is expected to be delivered on Q3. This is the candidate features that we plan to do. Of course, after the polling of today, we could also fit some more functionalities in that 5.6. Regarding Trusted List Browser, we identified one feature, the fact that some people liked really well the search feature based on sign file, but would like us to manage more formats. For the moment, we support PADLS and XLS. There is no reason we shouldn't support PADLS as well, and why not PKCS 7 as well, as some people may have signed a PDF through Adobe, for instance, with a PKCS 7 format. And as this tool is targeted to the general public, it would be nice to support it. Regarding DSS, this is a bit out of the scope, but just to let you know, 5.4 has just been released in final version. There are major changes, in particular regarding validation of a qualified electronic signature. So again, as usual, there is a release note, a full detail release note. I would encourage you to have a look at it. There is an important security fix, as Olivier mentioned. DSS has been going under vulnerability testing from a university. I think the official release of their work should be end of this month. But just as a summary, they detected some security fix, nothing necessarily. I mean, it's just precautions, but there was XML wrapping possible regarding trusted list, as Olivier explained, and this has been fixed in DSS. So we would encourage anyone using DSS to use the patched version. Another one is we released validation test cases. And so, as Simon explained, you have already a link to the test version of this application. It can be very handy for you if you want to test a platform, for instance, a signature platform. With this tool, you will have a full list of test cases together with test trusted list and test lotels. So you have a full testing environment from the lotel to the sign file, where you can test your e-signature application. In 5.5 of DSS, we plan to implement the validation report that has been issued by ETSI, the validation report standard, the 119.102-2, and we plan to participate. There is no date so far, but we expect it I would say around end of 2019. We expect a validation plug test, an e-signature validation plug test. Regarding LOTL and trusted list, as said, there is a new pivot LOTL. That has been issued. We will send you an official email in the coming days, but please update your trusted list regarding the pointer to the LOTL. And also very important, we plan to change the LOTL location. Let me talk about that in a few slides. Okay, that's it. Regarding the pivot LOTL, how to do it. Maybe for some of you that don't know about pivot LOTL, here is a quick recap. I would encourage you to go to that link, to that wiki page, which is actually a FAQ entry which explains what is a pivot LOTL. As you may know, starting from 2 years ago, almost 2 years and a half, the Commission is now issuing in the LOTL announcement, machine processable announcement, for you to be able to detect, for any relying party to be able to detect that either new signing certificate or new location is announced, or even a new OJ publication is announced. Okay, if you want to update, again, if you want to update your pointer to the LOTL, there is a FAQ entry for that as well. This is the one. And how it looks like, actually, you can just edit your pointer to the LOTL in TL Manager, and TL Manager, we pre-fill everything for you, nothing complex. Okay, back to the change of LOTL location. So for infrastructure reason, the Commission is planning to change the LOTL, the location of the LOTL this year. We will, of course, communicate more formally about that, but just to keep you informed, the current location is this one, and the future one is expected to be the second one. Again, it's for infrastructure reason, and now we plan to have a LOTL location that is agnostic of any DG or any organization. So it will be a LOTL something. 3 steps that we plan. We will first, of course, announce it in a pivot LOTL, so that everyone in a machine processable way, any relying party, can detect the fact that we announced a new LOTL location. It will be backed by a new OJ publication. So for the moment, we were getting rid of this publication, but for the sake of this transition, because this transition is very sensitive, we plan to issue a new OJ publication, and we will take that opportunity also to kind of restate the current list of the signing certificates, kind of resetting the whole chain of pivot LOTLs. And then, as a third step, because we will point from this OJ publication, there will be no need to these pivot LOTLs, the old pivot LOTLs, and we will remove the existing ones. Okay, these are the 3 steps. Of course, there will be appropriate communication regarding this, and we will leave an extended transition period. The typical one of 15 days will be, of course, extended, so we make sure that everyone is aware and that the transition is completely seamless. That's about it for TL Manager. Sorry for being a bit long.